Paul Labus of the Nature Conservancy said that the decisions that we made 100 years ago are affecting us now. And the decisions that we make now are clearly going to affect us 100 years from now. I think that's powerful because you can really see how industrial development has affected the environment and the community of Gary, and it really is empowering to help us make decisions now and how that's going to affect future generations. My name is Paul Leffler with the Army Corps of Engineers Regulatory Branch. I am a senior project manager in the regulatory branch, and I help implement the Clean Water Act, which means if people have projects that may impact aquatic resources, I help minimize their impacts to the environment while trying to get their project done. The Natural Resource Tour was an event to get local, state, and federal agencies that work within the city of Gary to tour some of the most unique natural areas in all of Indiana. Got started just talking to various people that work in the area who were unfamiliar or wanted to know more about these different natural areas within the city. So the ecosystem in Gary, Indiana includes a lot of wetland. Historically it was an extremely wet area, but it includes an ecosystem called dune and swale wetland, which includes wet areas with higher sandy dune areas. Typically people think of right along Lake Michigan beaches as those sandy dunes that can be pretty high, but oftentimes these dunes can be extremely low lying and with minimal topography differences. However, within those wet areas up to those sandy ridges, an extreme diversity, wide array of life lives in those different areas. So some species really like the wet areas while others really like the higher dry areas. So this leads to the high biodiversity that's associated with dune and swale wetlands. There's a unique plant system that lives within those areas. So yes, there's extreme amount of endangered species in this area. In fact, Clark and Pine Nature Preserve, which was part of our tour, boasts some of the widest, the most species of concern of any nature preserve in the entire state. One species in particular, the American Blue Hearts, is a low-growing flower that only blooms, a month out of the year. It's very difficult to identify outside of that month. There's only 4 known locations of where it grows in the entire state of Indiana, and very few sites outside of the state. It grows like a weed in Clark and Pine Nature Preserve. Well, first and foremost, recognizing the importance of these natural areas can go a long way. As we have discussed, these areas are pretty much a secret to many people that live there and even work there. So recognizing their importance and the functions that these natural areas have, primarily as providing habitat for various wildlife and a wide variety of plant species, is important. And then the function of providing stormwater storage and improving water quality, and perhaps most importantly, providing recreational and educational benefits to this area. So recognizing the importance of these areas can go a long way, and then supporting the missions of the agencies that are attempting to protect, enhance, and expand these areas as well. The Natural Area Tour ties into what we do at the Army Corps because it's all about coordinating with our partners, letting them know how important these areas are to us, at the same time trying to get economic development and infrastructure development done within the city, getting to know our partners better, and working towards common goals. In the end, our office is a leader in aquatic resources, protecting these areas while facilitating development, and this is a good way to get to know the folks that are trying to accomplish these goals as well.